Hi everyone, this is Hamsa, and you are going to be watching me use ChatGPT to figure out exactly what I need to be doing with this channel. Rewind to the first video when I promised that I'll be using AI a lot more regularly and in a lot of different ways in different projects, etc. Well, I thought using ChatGPT to figure out what I'm doing with my YouTube journey will be a fun experiment for two reasons. One, because it'll also help me navigate this YouTube journey, which I know very less about. I know what I want to do with AI. I have no idea what I want to do with YouTube, so maybe AI can help me with that. And secondly, anything you get from AI is only going to be as good as what you ask it to do. So, hopefully, with the prompt that I have crafted, which kind of defines and outlines the vision very roughly, but the vision for what I want to do with AI, you'll get an idea as to what's going to be coming up in this channel, etc. Now I'm going to be switching to Zoom. Let's see how this works, okay? So, I need to first share my screen. Okay. So I'll tell you a little bit about my setup over here. I have two tabs. One is ChatGPT, of course. I have the $20 version, and I have a document which kind of holds my prompt, but more about that later. I also use Arc, the browser by the browser company. It's the best browser. So let's kind of get into it. I want to first talk to you about my prompt. So that's my entire prompt. You can take a look at it. But the reason I've specified things like my age over here, which is an almost 40-year-old who's confused, is because I think a lot of the content for AI is very much directed to just like college pass outs or school dropouts and things like that. Like they're like, get them started early. Like, if you get a baby to use AI, that's even great because that's the world we live in. But I feel there are a bunch of us who have like kind of spent half our lives without these models and are going to spend the rest of our career with these models. And I think it's a very confusing time for us where on the one hand it's a bit scary because it's unfamiliar and it's tools that we don't want to like kind of give up. On the other hand, we also there is that rigidity in the thought process that no, this is the right way to do it. Like, if you're kind of writing 10 lines of code, you're like, there is some beauty to that over like kind of what AI offers. So I also feel that calling out the age in the prompt is really helpful because I think it may help address the age group we're going for. um, I also like want to speak about the idea of being threatened by AI, right? Like, I think a lot of people who are in their 40s right now, unless you're working with AI, you kind of are in this place where it's a bit scary. You don't know what's going to happen to your job, to your work, like, because it's going to be so much change. And I guess, like, everyone's life in the last year, if you use ChatGPT or Perplexity, has changed significantly because of AI. So I just want to also like address that because the reason I'm doing these videos is to cure my own anxiety about artificial intelligence. And I think for me, as I said in my first video, just being over prepared helps me cope with these things. And I think as soon as I saw it like that, I found the whole idea fun. And the whole idea of doing this is that I have fun. So yeah, let's go back to the prompt. So yeah, the epiphany was I want to start making friends with AI. I wanted to use the tools, and I think I saw like one of Sam Altman's interviews where he's just like everyone's like, well, how do you start off with AI? And he just said, just use the tools. And I think it was a very simple thing, but when you don't use the tools, it's always like this fear of unknown, like uh, so you're very aware of what you know you don't know. So I think for me, using the tools then became this mode of like, hey, let's have fun with AI, right? So I want to use this YouTube channel to record these discoveries, help me stay focused, consistent, all of that. All those really nice things. What would I enjoy talking about then? So for me, reacting or debriefing some of the interviews and some of the things that I'm seeing online, like for example, the interview by Sam Altman. There are so many things being said, and I think I just need a space to reflect on those and process my thoughts about all of that. I also want to just create a lot of bizarre, silly, stupid things. I think the only way to use these tools is to kind of go in head first with like a project. And I think I'm really looking forward to just going on a mission and doing these quick and dirty projects as I'm like build something. So this question of like what are my unfair advantages might come across as a little bit of TMI because I'm talking to strangers here. But the reason I included it is because it's important that the prompt I feed has these qualities about me if it's going to recommend what I do with this channel. So a few things that I highlighted is that I'm sincere, thorough, and very process oriented as a person. I love the process more than the output. I feel a good process by default means a good output. And so for me, those qualities are really important, especially when it's giving me potential ideas on how I need to tinker. But it's also important because I don't like as soon as you say, hey, give me ideas for my YouTube channel, it's very easy to kind of fall into that trap of like, you need to go viral and things like that. And that's not the point. The point is to learn. So I just want to make sure that I drive that point home in the prompt. But the second thing I included in the unfair advantage is that I have never had a job. I've only kind of been working independently, project to project. And I think that kind of lends a very different perspective. So I want the prompt to capture that as well. I work independently. I'm not part of any of those systems. So I just think the perspective that I may offer would be a fresher one, would be one which has kind of no strings. So I thought that's important as well to feed into the prompt. Um, Things that may get in the way. I think trying to be perfect. I really hope that this whole channel doesn't become another project, like because the whole idea is to learn, and I just hope that the pressure of creating YouTube videos does not kind of dampen that spirit. What sort of content do I consume? I love like spontaneous, real-ish, sincere-ish, slightly indulgent sometimes. I don't watch my YouTube history. And mostly audio actually. So while I'm screen sharing, I don't know how that's going to work, but I just thought it would be interesting because the kind of content I consume would possibly be the type of things I would like to make. So I just thought I will share that as well. Can I conjure up a construct of a hypothetical audience, right? So when I thought of the audience, I actually wanted to address kindred spirits, mostly people who are in this time trying to navigate like where their career, half their career is without AI and half their career is going to be with AI. But as I start exploring more with the tools, I really hope that. I can connect with people who build things and make things and tinker with different tools in AI and stuff like that. So that's kind of the audience I'm thinking about. Uh, so if I'm speaking to you and you're not this audience, please tell me what you do. And what's the value I'm giving to that person? I thought like solidarity, inspiration, some hope, and ideas because we are going to be tinkering together. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to take this prompt and copy it into ChatGPT and ask it, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel. Could you give me a broad idea of the types of videos I should be making? Yeah, okay, let me just paste it. Let's see what it comes. I have really not tried this before, I swear. And because trying it would have been cheating, I have not done it. Okay, that's a strong foundation. Okay, so buckets of YouTube video types, making friends with AI, my journey logs, makes sense. So I finally tried GPT after avoiding it for 2 years. Very relatable. What Midjourney taught me about creativity. Okay, it positions me as relatable to my audience. Yeah, many feel late or intimidated by AI. That's exactly the audience I'm thinking about. Reaction and reflection. So watch and read or listen to what AI leaders say. Sam Altman, Fifi Lee, and then sharing perspective. I think definitely relate, hard relate. Add humor here by exaggerating your confusion or contrasting before AI versus after AI. What? What? Add humor here by exaggerating your confusion. This is definitely pressure of reading this while I'm recording it, but this does this make sense? You could add humor here in this reaction of like Sam Altman by exaggerating my confusion. Like what? Oh, God. I swear I'm not exaggerating my confusion here. This I'm going to ask it what it means. Next type of video is silly, fun, creative missions. Yes, please. Can AI plan my meals better than my mom? No way, but let's try. I asked AI to explain quantum physics like I'm 5. Fine. I'm making a song for my pole fitness teacher with AI tools. Such very, very like stalker. This is very stalker of ChatGPT because it knows that I practice pole fitness, so it's kind of like recommending stuff based on what it already knows about me. Process oriented, how I got here videos. This is exactly what I'm doing over here by making a video about what I'm going to be doing with this channel. So we're doing the whole workflow. I'm adding my prompt to GPT and sharing my experiences as we go. So that's something that I'm already doing here. So yay. The next one is solidarity content. It's not just you. So talk directly to my hypothetical audience. Oh, like, are you 40 and feel like AI is leaving you behind? This is what I wish someone told me before I had touched AI. These seem a bit clickbaity for me, but I get the sentiment. So maybe audio first experiments, overlay stock footage on AI generated visuals while you narrate your thought. Ah, okay. So first of all, I need to start editing these videos and like figuring out how that whole thing works because, as I said, I went on this journey of AI, but not so much on YouTube. So let me one thing at a time. This feels a bit like far-fetched, but let's see. I'm also not that much of a fan of the stock images, but maybe if I can plug like a nice API like the Met collection or something like that, where I can take images that are more beautiful and richer, maybe then, but I'm not that much of a fan of this idea, if I understood that correctly. Series concepts. So AI confessional, manual versus AI, mission AI. So mission AI each week, a silly bizarre mission. AI confessional. I like this. I like that there is a series concept of like kind of organizing your videos in this manner. I like that. Uh, this is why this works for me. It's curious, process oriented, unfair advantage, and my audience. It works. For now, this seems like a great start. I'm pretty aligned at most of it, so um, I don't think it surprised me. These answers did not surprise me at all. So feels pretty much in alignment with what I'm doing. It didn't also give me too much YouTubey answers. It didn't kind of tell me, except for the title ideas, which seemed like clickbaity. I don't think it gave me too much of like this is what you can do with YouTube, which I don't think it knows that I am starting with YouTube. So there's a lot to kind of like follow up with more follow up questions and prompts to ask this. But I think this is a great start. What do you all feel? And seriously, if you are here right now, how are you here? Because I haven't been sharing this video with anyone. Um, so we'll meet another time. I'm hoping to be much more regular, and let's get this going. And if you're someone who is confused about AI and are kind of uh, thinking that you're too late to it and stuff like that, I was there, and I think the only time to start is today. So start off, and if you want to join me on this journey, please do, and give me ideas if you want. So until next time.